Koos Moerenhout, Dutch national champion and rider for Rabobank. Today you had to ride up along the hill 2 times. It was a bit of a hard stage. How are you feeling and how did the team go?
Oh, I feel good. It was a nice day. It was not as hot as the past days. Huge crowd, so that's all. That's always nice to do your job in that circumstances. On the other hand, we lost our chances in the general classification with Brownie. So we tried to bring him back after the climbs over Wollonga Hill, but the gap was already too big with the first group. And so, all by all, it's a bit disappointing. But we're here with the team and doing better. I think better each day. So that's good. What I say, unfortunately about Brownie, but tomorrow another chance, and maybe he can go for that.
Okay, for the sprint win tomorrow.
Yeah, well, the Brownie is a sprinter, so that will suit him more than today, and I think he's good enough to do that. Okay. The only problem is Greipel, and that's a big problem at the moment.
Yeah, I think everyone's got that problem with him. We'd like to ask what your personal cycling goal is for 2010. Do you have any races that you're aiming for yourself, or?
Well, of course, for us Dutch guys, the Tour start in Rotterdam and the Netherlands, that's quite big. So I hope to be there and do a good job in the Tour de France. We have some good riders for general classification with Robert Geesing, Dennis Menshoff. So that's a goal. A week before you have the Dutch National Championship, so that's always a goal for me. And during the year you go from one big race to another, and it's the same with this race here. You don't know what to expect because it's the first race of the season. But once you're here and you got your race numbers on, you give it your best and try to do a good result. And I try to do that in every race. But and also the classics, the spring classics are of course very important. That's the gold race for me. Flash Wallon, Liège, Western Liège. Those are the goals.
So if you win the Dutch National Championships again this year, Gasoline Brothers going to write another song for you?
I don't know. Maybe. They're crazy enough to do it, so why not?
Okay.
What weather have you come from back home?
Well, I heard that the last forecast was that it was going to freeze again, so I think it will be -0. So that's going to be a big blow. But I'm only a week at home, so then I go to Mallorca, and that's hopefully much better than the Netherlands.
Is there a cycling moment when you're growing up or whilst you've been riding that you look back on and go, took your breath away, or something that, not really?
Well, today Luis Leon Sanchez did. His attack on the Wollonga Hill the last time was quite impressive.
Really? Wow.
And in the beginning Cadel Evans went, and he went strong, but he went meter by meter in front. But then Luis Leon Sanchez, he did a really great attack, and it was impossible for anyone to follow. So that was quite impressive. When I look further to the past, I don't know. I'm not. I can't remember. Not sure about that.
Did you watch Menshoff do his time trial at the Douro? What did you think when he fell off?
Well, actually, I didn't see it. I was driving back from a Tour of Belgium, where I got second that day in the time trial also. No, that's not true. I got 6th or 7th. I got second in GC. So I was driving home while he did his race, and I heard it on the news and on the radio. And later on, of course, you see it back on television, and that's impossible. That's I think it will bring it remembers it will remember his victory even more.
Sure, that bike mechanic got a few champagnes that evening. Quick change he did.
What is
the bike mechanic?
Yeah. He got really famous in Holland, so that's a good thing. And it's what I mean. He did a great job. The team did a great job there, but seeing him crash in the final stage, I think everybody will remember that 10-15 years after now.
Yes, definitely. Brad Wiggins wears black socks every day when he races and that. Do you have a race ritual that you...
Mine get black, but they don't start out black. No, no, I don't have really so much rituals. No,
Okay.
can't say that.
There's a lot of cycling fans around the world on the side of the road when you ride the tours and stuff like that. Is there a moment that you had a look at one of the fans and went, "What are you doing?" Like,
Well, every time you're in the Alps, for instance, in the Tour de France, you have crazy people running next to you and that kind of stuff. But in generally, it's okay. It's even us Dutchies look always to LBS. That's a big climb for us, well known in Holland, and in the past we had some Dutch winners over there, so that's quite impressive for us. And the crowd there is so massive, and on one hand it looks dangerous because you really have to ride through a huge crowd, but on the other hand it gives you a thrill, and I'd say don't put the fences. It's nice to ride there.
have you ridden up Alpe d'Huez with the Dutch on the Dutch hairpin that they own?
How do you mean with the
Have you ridden in the Tour de France when Alpe d'Huez and the Dutch on their hairpin?
Yeah, I did it 2 times, I think, in the Tour. So one time in a time trial, and I think 2 times also in a normal race. So it's impressive. But the last time I did it was not so nice. I went up pretty good till the last 5k, and then I was creeping, and I had hunger flat, and I couldn't pedal anymore. And my brother-in-law was there with in the middle of the road with a Coke like this, and I only saw the Coke and not even my brother-in-law. So that says enough about my state of mind there.
At Alpe d'Huez.
From an overseas perspective, the Tour Down Under, how's that held, regarded?
It's evolving. It's still evolving, I guess. So I think now it entered the Pro Tour. It's even bigger.
Yeah.
Like I did it 10 years ago for the first time, and the basics didn't change that much, but it all just got bigger. And now, you have bigger teams, more good riders taking it seriously. You see Lance Armstrong coming here, Cas Deparn with a really good team. So it's not a race that has to be done. It's a goal itself. On the other hand, for us Europeans, it's not that easy because it's the first race in strange conditions because it's 40 degrees difference.
Yeah.
So that's something not so easy to train for.
There's a lot of new kits in the peloton this year. Is there a kit that you're glad you're not wearing?
Glad I'm not wearing.
Or is there any kits that you think probably need to be fixed up during the year?
You can say it.
You can say it, everyone else has.
Yeah, well, I don't know actually. No.
Okay, so would you wear the Futon Savoto kit?
Okay, that's the one. You got me.
Knew would get it out of you.
You got me.
And last question then, do you have a favourite wine or a beer that you like to have relaxed in the afternoons after a race?
Not really. I'm open for a lot of good wine, so I'm more a wine person than a beer person. But,
have you tried any of the Australian wines?
yes, of course, the Jacobs Creek Tour Down Under from 10 years ago. It's not the main sponsor now anymore, but they sell it at home also, so that's famous.
Okay, thank you for the chat then, Koos.
Okay.